What would it mean to win the championship, you mean?
You lose your game, your team lose, everybody not happy.
The speed from Wang Jinshen.
I'm hopeful, I'm excited, I'm motivated for the finals, and I think we can really show the East Coast our strength and become champions.
It would be for sure crazy to win the first ever actually. But if I'm fully honest, we are not the best.
Good night.
Once we get there, it's obviously, yeah, just a straight shootout to see who can win. So everything's possible if we get there.
And Amy Wong finishes it for Texas.
The only thing that is very important is that we keep the atmosphere we have and that we cultivate the winning state because the championship weekend already started now.
Welcome back for the second session of the playoff weekend of MLTT Major League Table Tennis, coming to you live from the Gentile Arena in Chicago, Illinois, USA. Are you guys ready for the second semifinal? That's what I thought. Then let's welcome in the officials for the match, Jorge Vanegas and Jovana Knežević. Jorge, you're looking a lot like Linda Leaf. It's a good look for you. I like it. All right. Well, now that the body swap has been done and the officials are here, Linda Leaf and Jovana Knežević, let's welcome in the first team. They not only came in first place in the East Division, they were the top scoring league across the entire nation. Put your hands together for your very own Carolina Gold Rush! Led by Coach Alex Young. Number 1 in the season, Enzo Angles, Roman Lorenz, Cobra Kai Zhang, Jeremy Hazin, Hong Lin, and Bastien Dupont. And now we'd like to welcome the second place team from the West Division. They had a rough start, but they've been on a roll recently, scoring 227 points. Make a big warm welcome for the Texas Smash! Led by Hiromitsu Kasahara, Dave Macbeth, Nandan Naresh, Johan Rebete, Amy Wong, Daryl Tsao, and Emily Wong with digital coach Jorg Bitsi-Gayo on the technology. So, now that everybody's here, well, we've got a special presentation from the commissioner, Flint Lane.
Thank you, Adam. So we just had a wonderful contest at 4 p.m. We're going to have a wonderful contest the evening. Best of luck to all the participants. Last week, the coaches of Major League Table Tennis voted on the most valuable players of the league. We have a men's winner and a women's winner. And no surprise, both the winners came from the best team, the Carolina Gold Rush this year. So without any further ado, I'd like to congratulate Enzo Angles and Hong Lin as the most valuable players for Major League Table Tennis. Congratulations, folks. Let's have a great match.
All right.
Welcome to Saturday night championship weekend, Major League Table Tennis. Enzo and Hong just got some hardware, but that's the trophy that they truly covet. Inside Gentile Arena, we already saw the Princeton Revolution advance to the final. taking down the best of the West, the Bay Area Blasters, and now we try to see if the Carolina Gold Rush can continue to be the best team in the league that they've been all year long. The Texas Smash have come on strong. The Smash have won 7 of their last 9 matches, and the Gold Rush have lost 3 of their last 4. So we'll see if momentum matters. Hi again, everybody. Evan Lepler with the Hall of Famer Sean O'Neill. Winner of this one, Sean, gets Princeton tomorrow. What's the roadmap for Texas to spring the upset here tonight?
They've got to just stay young and hungry. They've been on a roll. They've been doing well on the West Coast. They're playing against the big dog right now. They've got their work cut out for them, but they can do it.
Well, they start with Dave Macbeth, who's back in the AB slot. He'll try to set the tone against Roman Lorenz, and that's a match where you think Texas should have an advantage on paper. And just zooming way ahead to that 4th singles match, Enzo, the MVP, Hiromitsu Kasahara has been rising up the power rankings all year long. He's played his best table tennis down the stretch of the season.
And what we saw in that first semi is you've got to go into the golden game with the lead so that you can choose the order that benefits the mismatches.
Well, the Chicago Wind are not here, but aim will be important tonight. Winner moves on to the final. Carolina, Texas coming up.
Not yet. We need to wait. You serve, but we need to wait. Huh? How long? Depends.
Fans are fired up here inside Gentile Arena, home of Loyola University Chicago basketball and volleyball. First singles match features Carolina's Roman Lorenz, the Frenchman, number 27 in MLTT power rankings, and Texas's David Macbeth from the United Kingdom. He has been the only British player in the league this season. That will change for season 2 with his friend Liam Pitchford set to be selected in the upcoming season 2 MLTT draft. But it's Macbeth and Lorenz. Macbeth gave Enzo Angles a tough battle in the interdivisional showdown back in December.
0-0.
Today he'll take on Enzo's fellow Frenchman, Roman Lorenz, who will serve first to get us started. What are the keys for each player in this match? Do you view Macbeth as a favorite here?
Slight favorite. Wouldn't surprise me if it would be a 2-1 victory. But Macbeth, very strong serve and serve return game. A lot of power once he gets off the table, giving him enough time to take fuller swings. Lorenz, super hard worker, loves to get his forehand into play. Will cover probably 2/3 of the table with his forehand. Good short game. Both players very strong mentally, and they know what's at stake right now. They have to get out of the blocks fast for their team, get some momentum going, take the pressure off their teammates.
2-all.
First 4 points, all won by the returner. How important has David Macbeth been to the Texas Smash this season? Well, his 60% success rate in Golden Games is tops in the team.
2,
really
3.
Tops in the league. Only Sonora Silva with a higher winning percentage in Golden Game points during the season than Dave Macbeth. And the Smash have not
4,
lost a
2.
match that Macbeth has competed in since December. Think about that. They went 3-0 in January in Portland. They went 3-0 in Wichita earlier this month. They went 1-2 when Macbeth missed the competition in Seattle because he was expecting his first child. He and his partner giving birth to a daughter, Freya, in recent months.
Yeah, I think he had an excused absence for that one. And that's the power of Macbeth. Good deep serve return. Let the opponent make the first safe opening and allowing him to get a half a step back so he can counterattack.
I don't think it didn't cross my mind that we could potentially get a Macbeth Jinshin Wong singles match with the new dads squaring off. Long way to go to get there. Obviously, Carolina's going to have something to say about it. They have been the best team really all season long. Florida got off to a good start, had the early advantage through a couple months in the East, but then Carolina seized control. There was really no doubt that Carolina would be here at championship weekend. With that said, Sean, after they were 15-3 going into the final day of competition in Winter Haven in February, and since late February, which is a pretty long time ago now, considering it's late April, Carolina's only won 1 match. They're 1-3 in their last 4 matches. And Enzo Angles did say that he feels they are not necessarily the best.
3-9.
Well, I would say from the overall perspective, they've played the best, but knowing that this is a game of momentum and how you're finishing coming into the championship weekend, that determines a lot of where the coaches will play the players, what matchups you want to try to get. Right now, Macbeth is looking very solid, owning the short game and the over-the-table play. And if for some reason Carolina does win, we will have a husband-wife in the finals.
Sean's done his part. That's up to Hong Lin to meet him there. But the Texas Smash are going to have something to say about it. Dave Macbeth with a dominant 11-4 Game 1 performance to get things started for the Smash. Again, when David Macbeth has been in the lineup, Texas literally has not lost this year. See if that can continue. Roman Lorenz back to the drawing board after a slow start in game 1.
Time.
He will try to
Second game.
swing
Smash
this match
serve.
around.
0-0.
Roman has had an interesting season. He's played a little bit in the shadow of Enzo Angles. He certainly held his own against the top players. He's been pretty consistent at earning at least a point for his team. Clearly that's what he'll be trying to do here to weather the impact of a guy like Macbeth, who's really locked in.
Lorenz has been so dependable to always get the point. And then occasional matches taking the 2, if not going for the sweep. But Macbeth has been so solid lately for the Texas Smash.
1-2. All. Three, 2.
Wow. That backhand
2,
down the
4.
line. That's Lorenz's strongest opening shot. Stepping around his backhand, using the forehand, and Macbeth just jumped all over that ball.
Four, 3.
Big fist pump from Roman.
From the backcourt, Macbeth delivered some very strong attacks. Final ball just went into the net. But Lorenz is going to have to stay much closer to the table if he wants to force Macbeth out of his game.
Four, 5. Five, all.
What would your message to Roman be to try and eke out a game here?
Just keep being aggressive. He has to make the opening loop, otherwise he's going to be completely playing defense. Move the ball around. Don't just play to one side. Macbeth is so solid once he takes 2 to 3 steps
5,
back. So
6.
maybe take a little bit of pace off these attacks once Macbeth is back there, put more spin on the ball. Get Macbeth to have to change his depth off the table to deal with the change in spin.
Oh,
back edge.
catching the edge.
6,
In
all.
the post-game interview after the last match, Matthias Havison mentioned luck multiple times, and think back to how close that match was, how many points could have gone either way. I mean, 3 of the 4 golden points in the 15 games went Princeton's way. A couple edge balls here and there, a couple net balls. There was some luck from the table tennis gods smiling upon the revolution, and for Roman Lorenz catching an edge there could be a difference maker.
6, 6.
Oh, what a third ball combo
7, 6.
by Macbeth. back-to-back winners.
6-8. Goal Lars to serve.
Not only counterattacking, but forehand flip killing the very solid serve return.
Six, 9.
Since the edge ball that tied things up 6-6, 3 straight for Macbeth. Wow.
Just picks that up so
6,
quickly off
10.
the bounce, and his placement, Macbeth, just back line, white line.
Ten, 7.
And Lorenz, true to form, just fighting tooth and nail from the backcourt, not giving an inch, doing everything he can to extend the rally. And Lorenz, true to form, just
8, 10.
Roman certainly didn't give up, down
9,
10-6.
Timeout, smash.
Timeout taken here by Texas. Now, Jörg Bitzigayo, the coach of the Smash, is coaching virtually again from Germany.
Right now, Roman Lorenz is fighting back. If he's going to win this, it's going to happen on golden points, which means he's one more. But right now,
okay, just whatever you do, just commit to it. You don't no regrets. Just go for it. And also,
Rally, go back here. Rally, go back
I feel like first of all, if you open up, yes, downline's okay. But I feel like when you play rally, especially when you play this forehand counter, try to keep it more to the backhand. Because whenever you give to his forehand, he does this counter loop, and then you have no advantage. Overall, good. Just commit to your decisions.
Here's what I'm wondering, Sean. Why doesn't Daryl Sow just give an AirPod to David so he can hear his coach correctly, and we're not going to have the middleman? There's no rule in the table tennis rule book that says you can't put an AirPod in, is there?
Well, I think the fact that we're allowing the coach to come in remotely, there shouldn't be an issue. It's not like Jörg has another person in the room that's doing extra coaching, but no, I think that would be a perfectly smart decision.
9, 10.
Or just turn the speaker on.
That too.
Big point right here.
Great return by Dave Macbeth. He certainly didn't hesitate. He certainly went for it, and it pays off. The Texas Smash, no question they're the underdogs, but they've got the 2-0 lead, courtesy of their strong Brit. Dave Macbeth has done the job through the first 2 games, but obviously
Time.
a huge point hangs
Third
in the
game.
balance here.
Gold rush to serve.
Whether the smash can go
Love
up
all.
3-0 or whether Lawrence can narrow the gap and make it a 2-1 score heading into the Kaijang Nandan Naresh showdown.
And right now, Macbeth is in the bonus round. Everything he can take this game just takes all the pressure off Nandan playing the next match, because then he can win 1 game and just keep that lead going.
I want to push back on that a little bit. I don't think this is the bonus round. I think this is a match that Texas needs.
They definitely need it if they're going to win, but
2-0.
I would say that
Smash.
seeing Lorenz playing, he's starting down 0-2 off of his own serve. Not a good start. He is normally so strong in these third games. And right now, Macbeth is just sending missiles his way.
3-0.
Who do you have as the favorite in Kai Jong versus Nandan?
Kai is a bigger swinger. Nandan is in better
1-3.
form in practice. So if it's a 2-1, I'm going to actually say that I'm going to give it to Nandan. I just think his young brashness out there, it's a match that he should
1-4.
be winning as he continues to improve. I think Kai is going to have a little bit of difficulty with his attacks on both sides.
Do you view Rebate as a favorite over Hazin?
Yes. Rebate serves.
So do you view Texas as an underdog here? Or? I mean, I imagine
With this lineup,
Carolina has the edge in doubles, but
and
Hiro and Amy played well.
Right.
And Hiro, you know, not Enzo's going to have to work to win 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3, but it's not no gimme against Hiro
5-2
Mitsu.
change.
that's why I think if Macbeth continues what he's doing here in game 3, it's going to put a ton of pressure on Kai Jong in the next singles match.
Wait. Wait. 5-2.
Almost landed.
3-5.
Sounds like the Gold Rush are going to be really leaning on their dual MVPs today if they're going to enter this weekend as the favorite and live to see Championship Sunday
3-6.
in pursuit of a title. Long way to go.
Six, 4.
Lawrence trying to fire himself up. What a rally. And Lawrence outlasts Macbeth to get back within 1.
Just great play by both players in the backcourt. A lot of spin, a lot of speed.
What a shot by Dave Macbeth. Just an effortlessness
So
to his
smooth.
power.
Just a 1-2 combination.
5,
Deep out to the
7.
backhand. Let Roman make the first attack and then take it right off the bounce.
What a shot by Dave Macbeth.
Six, 7.
Roman hanging around, trying to steal a point here for
Just
his
squeak,
team.
yeah, squeak one out for Carolina.
Feels like a huge point for the Gold Rush, it really does. 5-all.
And again, this is what
7
Roman
all.
has done all season long. He just gives you
Smash serves.
3 very strong quality games that can keep the momentum or at least the adjustment to an advantage in one of them. And he normally makes that one. That's his bread and butter. That
8-7.
controlled forehand opening. And Macbeth with a 1-point advantage and the serve back in the driver's seat.
Easy power from Macbeth from both sides.
Just taking his time.
7-9.
Super nice backhand.
Easy power from Again, it looks like Lorenz is in control of the point, but
7,
Macbeth just
10.
fights off some tough balls and figures out a way, and now he is 1 point away from the first sweep of championship weekend. Lorenz stays alive.
10,
And gives Macbeth a little dose of his own medicine, but on the forehand side with a nice re-loop down the line. Super timing. But Macbeth has the serve right now.
Two game points saved.
10-9.
Texas already used the timeout last game, so there's no more timeout here. Macbeth, one more serve to try and close this out. Missed it. Macbeth sweeps Lorenz 3-zip. 11-4, 11-9, 11-9. And for folks who are hoping for an upset, we got a little early spice. Texas with a 3-0 lead over Carolina.
Warm up.
Well, to the delight of Texas Smash fans, David Macbeth has the team off to a 3-0 lead. A sweep over Roman Lorenz. David joins us now. Congrats, what a performance. You got off to a great start and then won a couple of tight games. Take us through the match from your perspective.
Yeah, I got off to a really good start actually, and then yeah, it got a bit nervy in the second set. Obviously 10-6 to 10-9. I think the timeout helped just to reset. Obviously I managed to get away. I think I got a little bit lucky on that one, and then yeah, again another close one. I had a little lead in the third, and then somehow sneaked that one as well.
The mindset changed at all? Your ranking with Nandan last month, or earlier this month, you were playing in the CD spot. Now here you are back in the AB spot. Does that matter at all?
I think the last weekend it helped me a little bit just to play in the third spot. Just yeah, gave me a good chance to get some confidence, and then Yeah, I don't know. I think we trust each other to get the results when needed. It's worked so far.
No, it seems like backhand's doing extremely well today. Your forehand power seems there.
Yeah.
Going into the Golden Game, you've had such a strong Golden Game result and record.
Yeah,
what is going to be your mindset going into that most critical point here in the semis?
Yeah, I thought I moved a bit better today, definitely. And I guess now I've got a longer break. I've got 4 games, so it's just keeping sharp. I'll try to cool down and then obviously refocus and get warmed up again, because it's a bit of a long break before the Golden Game. So.
Before we let you go, Dave, we opened the show talking about how Texas is an underdog trying to upset Carolina.
Yeah,
Do you feel like your team is an underdog, or do you feel like you expect to win this match? Or both?
Both. I say we come in understanding how strong they are, but I wouldn't say we come in feeling like we've got no chance. You know, we obviously really do believe that we can win, but we know how hard it will be to beat them today.
You got your team off to a fantastic start. Congrats. Enjoy these next few matches. We'll see you in the Golden Game in a little bit.
Good, thank you.
Cheers indeed. Nandan Naresh takes the table next for Texas against Kai Jong. Big power from Naresh.
So, Evan, that's what I see transpiring with Nandan going for a lot of big shots and taking a little bit away from Kai Jung, who's known for double-winged attack. So, if Nandan can get the first attack, and look at that forehand by Kai Jung. So, it's not enough just to make a loop. You've got to loop it to the right location. Otherwise, Kai Jung's going to make shots just like this.
2-1.
Momentum can change really quickly in Major League Table Tennis. We've talked about that throughout the season. Setting the tone in the first singles spot is nice, but if the person in second singles doesn't follow it up, all that good work could be erased pretty quick from a lead standpoint. But there is certainly some pressure on Kai, and that's an excellent sequence from Naresh. Got the pop up on the serve return, and then clearly waste no time putting it away.
Going to the right location, taking that ball down the line to the backhand versus challenging Kai forehand to forehand. That's a tough combo for Naresh. Not easy to make 2 really strong backhand loops right in a row.
And Sean, with the way the lineup is oriented, I agree with everything you said. I think Texas
3-3.
Texas has a great roadmap to win this match. Obviously, they need to perform, they need to execute, but the roadmap is there. The reason we set the table talking about not necessarily David versus Goliath, David versus Roman, but look, Carolina won almost 63% of all possible points available to them during the season. Far and away the best in the league. And finished with 290 points out of a possible 462. And this is a Texas team that won less than 50% of all available points. Overall, they won 49.1%, 227 out of 462. But we also mention how down the stretch of the season, they're 7-2 in team matches over the course of their last 3 weekends in 2024, and both those losses in that 7-2 were without Big Dave Macbeth.
Exactly. No, they're fully lined up for this match.
Gold Rush serves
with their strongest team. Redite has missed some matches as well. Lined up for this match. And it's these points right here, these next 2 to 3, if Nandan is going to be able to challenge Kai Jung. Can't just be taking big shots and losing with 5 or 6 winners. He's got to be able to control the table. And look at that, Kai Jong just load up the serve, wait for the flip, and then here comes the big forehand. And look at the placement, right into that pivot point for Nandan in between the backhand and forehand, just delivers it right in between. Nandan tried to play a backhand all the way on the forehand side. And again, Kai Jung, excellent serve return. Not only is he dropping it short, sometimes he's cutting it deep, which keeps his opponent off balance. And just right now rolling.
Game 1 to Kai Jong, and Carolina does get on the board. And it looks like Kai came with a purpose in mind after Roman Lorenz's teammate started off slow. 11-4 the other way in game 1 in the second singles. Alrighty, game 2.
Second game, gold rush to serve, 0-0.
With a dominant 11-4 win in game 1. Reminiscent of Kai's start to the season.
He really came out in Daytona Beach just firing. I remember giving him a little bit of grief saying, where did those backhands come from? And he said, I always had them. I haven't seen them often, but he's delivered those throughout the season. Where did those backhands come from? He said, I always had them. He's delivered those. A little bit of a risky return there. Nandan went for the backhand side spin, underspin serve return.
Smash serve.
Kai jumped on top of it, but Nandan able to block it back wide out to the forehand. It's a nice backhand opening
3-0
by Nandan.
Certainly a good reset for Naresh. Strong start to game 2.
One, 3.
Jong gets on the board here in the middle game.
Such a big swing by Kai Jong. Both feet off the ground. Well placed.
Three straight for Jong to even up this game. 3 apiece.
3.
Well, that was a great opening by Nandan. Took
3,
his time,
5.
spun the ball up, but more importantly, to a good location. Side
4,
top spin
5.
serve by Kai Jung. Nandan just needs to cover the ball a little bit more.
Certainly doesn't
all.
lean back and just try to get it on the table. He goes for his shot, doesn't
No
he?
hesitation whatsoever.
5, 5.
Just an instinctive aggression to the way he plays. Again, a chicken being played there.
Good patience by Nandan.
6,
One of the
5.
longer short ball rallies we've seen all season.
Key thing is when you're in that situation, after you drop it short, you've got to get out from under the table in case there's a deep push or a flip. Nandan did a great job. And then the over-the-table backhand
6, all.
by Kai Jung to even it up.
Six, all.
Naresh back in front, 7-6. Talked about this a few weeks ago in Wichita, Sean, but I truly believe Nandan is still growing. I mean, he gained an inch or two since the start of the season. It feels like he's gained a half an inch since the start of this month.
Well, and if you nice return.
Oh, and Kai Jung whips it across the table. Even Nandan Naresh raises his eyebrows and
7,
says,
all.
oh, okay.
Nandan did not think that that angle existed. Somehow Kai Jung able to bring the heat one more time. And there, Nandan using his height. Now I was going to say, Evan, depending on where you measure his height,
8,
with
7.
his hairstyle, he's going to keep getting the extra inch.
Let. Seven, 9.
Nandan needs to think about returning some of these serves if they're short serves short on the other side. Letting it go deep, Kai will get the first attack.
Wow.
8.
He's got a backhand
9.
too.
He still has
In
it.
case you were wondering.
From Daytona Beach, it hasn't left him. And regardless of the score, he's going to pull it out of his bag of tricks.
Nine all.
9, all.
At least Nandan has the serve right now, but the push off the side top spin serve is not going to put much pressure on Kai Jung. And whether he should rip the ball as hard as he can into the body.
9, 9.
Missed it. And Jong has a game point here in game 2.
Talk about potential sweeps.
9,
First
10.
Macbeth, now Kai Jung. 1 point away from taking a commanding 2-0 lead.
10-all. And for the first time in this Carolina-Texas tussle, we've got a golden point.
Kai with the serve. He's been serving a lot of short, side spin, top spin serves, forcing Nandan to bring the ball out.
In a match that you think is going to be close, these points are gargantuan. Kai Jong has earned 2 straight points for the Carolina Gold Rush. Kind of eerily similar to what we saw in the Macbeth-Lawrence match. A 11-4 lopsided game in game number 1, much tighter in game 2, but ultimately the same result. See if Kai can follow Macbeth and complete the sweep. Got a great crowd on hand here inside the Gentile Arena, colloquially known as the Joe on campus here at Loyola University of Chicago, right on the banks of Lake Michigan. Nandan Naresh serving to start game 3. And I was taking a stroll along the water earlier today and was thinking about how our season began by the water of the Atlantic in Daytona Beach, and the West Division started not far from the Pacific Ocean in Santa Cruz. It's been a nice perk of the broadcasting gig, Sean, with some nice walks by the water over the course of the season, and obviously the magnitude of this weekend cannot compare to any other.
2-1.
Kai trying to even up this team match at 3 games apiece.
By the way, the water in Lake Michigan today might have been warmer than the Pacific Ocean was in September in Santa Cruz, which is a little surprising. Now, Daytona Beach was a bathtub when we were there. That water was like 85 degrees. But
any geese today?
I avoided any altercations with any flying aviary creatures, so that's a relief. Did you start the Twitter account, by the way?
You mean the X?
No, I mean Twitter. I think I know who started this Twitter account, but I'm not positive, but I was followed recently.
Was it Evans Geese?
It was something like that, yeah.
4-3.
I can't find it right now. We got more important things to worry about.
Change.
I'll switch sides with Jong in front 5-3. And Now, certainly, Macbeth got Texas off to a great start. We saw the roadmap. Saw Nandan. Yeah, he's definitely got a game, maybe 2 games.
Wait.
Now all of a sudden, Kai Jong
3, 5.
trying to finish off a sweep here and
send him into the doubles.
Yeah, an opportunity to really seize control.
4, 5.
Enzo going for 6 points over the course of the next 3 matches.
As you said earlier, we can't count out
Let.
Kazuhara
Not at
and
all.
Amy Wong, who played beautifully in their last couple matches.
6, 4.
Just too fast, too much spin, and such an
7,
extreme
4.
angle.
Five, 7.
Jong in front 7-5 as they go back to the towels. What has impressed you most about how Kai Jong has handled his business so far tonight, Sean?
Just very organized, structured, no 2 ways about it. Nandan
6, 7.
has a chance in this game if he can just get some offense going.
Timeout, Gold
Play it
Rush.
to the right location, and you can now see Gold Rush wants to sweep this and keep the pressure on.
Timeout taken.
没想到搓那么点。你先别急着想，别急着想结束他，耐心一点。没有，哎，我也太保守了，我感觉。而且他这个球给你，该加力加点力，往中间给，看你一拖他就弹你了，对吧？不信有时候我就劈你一下了，对不对？啊，你发球的话，哎，还是有正手短的位置，他发了一个反手长，你第二个就不能再发反手长，让他脑子过来，然后再发长，对不对？因为那个时候我刚发了一个正手短的，我想翻一个变成反手长的。
先定下来，
你这个发球先定下来，你要给他一下，给他要起给他起中间，不要保守，该这种球该下手还得下手 ，OK， 别保守啊，好，加油。加油 ，Let's go， come on， 加油
Time.
Well, Alex Yang certainly knows how important this point is for he and his team to be the difference between an 8-7 lead or a 9-6 lead. It could be the difference between being down 8-7 or being down 9-6. Going into the all-important golden game. A reminder, if you weren't with us earlier, the rules have changed slightly for championship weekend. No longer do you have the 15 points
8,
available
6.
in regulation and then a 6-point golden game at the end. The golden game counts for everything at the end.
Wow, Kai Jung
9,
just
6.
playing 2 really solid points. Again, placement. Look at the follow through of Nandan.
Missed it. Big miss.
6, 10.
Gotta have more than one gear on that type of shot. Oh, that was a nice punching backhand.
5. Wait. Wait. Thank you. Let.
Raises a sigh of relief that that ball hits the table. But one shot later, it's over. And Kai Jong sweeps Nandan Naresh. 11-4, 11-10, 11-7. After we saw 0 3-0 sweeps in the Princeton Bay Area match, we've seen back-to-back 3-0 performances from Macbeth in Texas, and now Jong and Carolina. And it's 3-all heading into the doubles. That's pretty good. And we are now joined by Kai Jong of the Carolina Gold Rush. Kai, obviously you had a great performance in the interdivisional weekend in December going against the West. Great performance today.
Thank you.
Did you feel any different level of pressure after what happened to Roman in the first match?
Yeah, actually the first match, Roman, my teammate, lost 3-0, and I actually didn't think it's pressure. It's more like motivation that I pushed myself even it's 2-0 leading. I was trying my hardest. I'll have to win 3-0 for the team in order to keep it even.
You know, it really just seemed like whether it's maturity or experience that you really got your focus so strong. What are you going to be doing in the Golden Game? Is it going to be more power? Is it going to be more finesse? How are you going to approach the Golden Game?
I think this whole match I did pretty good on my service, so I will keep doing that and maybe change some serves, depends on who I play against in the Golden Game. But for receive, I think I need to think a little bit more, how to be a little bit more safe on the table, not be too aggressive after receive, try to kill the ball. So I think keep more balls on the table, yeah.
Kai, we're about to watch the 2 MVPs of the league this year. What's it been like being teammates with Enzo and Hong and watching them go about their business all season?
Yeah, so they are the #1 double pairs, I think, in the entire league right now, and I just want to cheer for them and hope for the best, yeah.
Clearly, practicing against you is what made them the players that they were, right?
Maybe.
Maybe?
Yeah, I practiced Ling Hong this whole day yesterday also, so yeah.
We will see. Well done. We'll see you in the Golden Game.
Yeah,
Thanks,
thank
Kai.
you so much. Thank you.
All righty. Enzo and Hong have been the best doubles team in the league all year long, and it hasn't been particularly close. And the Texas Smash have been mixing and matching players with Amy Wong, trying to find the best combination throughout the season. But lately, Hero and Amy playing together have worked well. They went 8-1 in Wichita,
not bad,
playing doubles together last month.
0-0.
And in Portland in January, they went 5-1 playing together. They went 4-5 in the Seattle event in between them. So all in all, they've won way more than they've lost in 2024. And Enzo catches an MVP edge
1-0.
at the outset. A first look at these MVPs. Clint Lane, the commissioner and founder of MLTT, surprised both these players on FaceTime in the weeks leading up to this event to present the MVP awards. And then
2-1.
in addition to the money that they've been promised, they also got some nice hardware to commemorate their success. The individual honors are not what anyone was seeking, and it really has redefined success with the MLTT format, the teams competing as groups instead of individuals. You felt the camaraderie and the teamwork all year long, and Look, body language from the bench. How many points is that worth? You can't quantify it, but it matters. It
And
really does.
With Carolina, they've been so solid in making sure their best players are always there each weekend. They've been so consistent with having their top tier players able to compete. And again, the MVP awards were in addition to $5,000 apiece. So once again, giving players a chance to continue their careers at an older age. And look at this. Enzo was sent so far out to his forehand, he had to come back with a right-handed forehand to even touch the ball. Amy and Hero complement each other so nice. They have a wonderful over-the-table game, both in the serve return, if they're going to banana flip with their backhands, or once the rally gets going, they like to stay close to the table and use their opponent's tempo and then just re-spin it. There's the backhand there, and look at Amy just smack it away.
4-5.
Clean, great technique.
Five all here in game one of the doubles. Think about the doubles journey for Kasahara this year. And in his first 3 MLTT weekends, he went just 3-12 in doubles. But after that hole that he dug himself, he's now above 500 in games for the season. Playing mostly with Amy Wong.
And there's Amy's over-the-table backhand.
5-7.
Certainly no coincidence that Kasahara and Wong missed the Houston weekend in October, and that was the weekend where the smash struggled the most.
And there's the backhand. Amy says it's her favorite shot when she can step around, short ball to the forehand to get her backhand, and it gives her a lot of angle cross court. Honglin with a wonderful backhand opening of her own.
Critical serve here for Honglin.
And Hero continuing to just put doubles pressure on the server with his backhand over the table. And that's not a bad combination for Texas. Hero with the first backhand and then Amy playing the next one off the bounce. That's how she likes to play singles. Opening up off the serve and then keeping the pressure on.
Couple of game points on Kasahara's serve for the smash. Tough shot for Lin there. Had to climb around the table, navigate around it, and unable to return it. So Kasahara and Wong continue their hot stuff in doubles. 11-8 in game one, and just like that, the smash retake the lead 4-3. head to game 2 in this doubles match. Enzo Angeles and Hong Lin falling in game 1, 11-8. Hong Lin only lost 13 of the 63 doubles games she played this year. Enzo only lost 14 of the 66. They only were beaten in a match one time. Carolina was especially dominant overall at the interdivisional weekend. Carolina won 64 out of a possible 84 points across the 4 matches in Rock Hill. And yet their closest match was against Texas. They actually trailed 9-6 going into the Golden game.
Right, and came back.
After being down 3-0 in the Golden game, they won 21-18.
1-3. Smash.
So yeah, in that match, both Rebete and Kasahara had 3-0 sweeps in their singles matches. Rebete against Hazin, who he's going to face after this, and Kasahara did it against Roman Lawrence. Roman got a different matchup today, but it didn't matter. Macbeth was phenomenal. When Enzo and Hong played doubles in December against Texas, they were going against Dave Macbeth and Emily Wong, not Amy Wong.
The top U.S. women were playing, I believe it was in the Pan Am Championship, so you had Rachel Sung, Amy Wong, and Lily Jung all busy winning gold for Team USA, so they had a number of pool players. Kind of interesting to have Rachel Sung's sister, Joanna Sung, her twin, come and play for Portland. So they kept it in the Sung family. Joanna did exceptionally well.
We had Angie Tan there playing at the same time often as her sister Emily.
Exactly. Oh.
3-5.
Enzo pops right back up.
Replay!
Macbeth and Emily Wong did get a game off Enzo and Hong, but Gold Rush took 2 out of 3.
And that's the style right there, at least the tactic that Texas is counting on. Good short serve, slight pop-up, and then whether it's Amy or Hero going for the over-the-table. That time, Enzo perfectly placed it out to the forehand, away from the backhand.
Sean, I don't know if this is a good thing or not, but it is true that no team has been more volatile in Golden Games this year than the Texas Smash. And what I mean by that, no team has had a combined, Golden Games that they've gone into leading and then lost, and Golden Games that they've gone into trailing and then won. No team has done those 2 things more times than the Texas Smash, league-wide.
Right. Look at the style of Amy and Hero. Quick, off the bounce, high risk, high reward. In the Golden Game, as Kai Jung was saying, you have to play safe in some areas. You can't just go for winners because it's a riskier game. You've got to work the point. It's tough to find rhythm when you're going for such big shots all the time. And that's a very comfortable opening loop for Amy.
7.
Good location. Enzo really not much to work with because he knows what's going to happen no matter where he places it. Hero's going to go for a big shot. So it's forcing Enzo to go for more than he'd like to. It would have been cool if they had served both balls.
He said going for more than he'd like to. It's still surprising to see him not make that shot.
Oh, that's a great serve return by Amy. You just see Amy controlling the angles.
Yeah.
7, 8.
Amy is an exceptional doubles player, and Team USA will count on her and Portland paddler Rachel Sung to play in the team event in Paris for the Olympic Games.
Eight.
Best point of the match, and Texas takes the lead, 9-8.
And they're playing their game when they're up at the table,
9, 8.
counter hitting off the bounce and looping. Hong Lin unable to play the wide ball out to her backhand. Reaching for it, catching the net. And again, I'm going to credit Amy for handcuffing Enzo on that last point. She can take it both directions so easily.
And she hasn't tried to win points with her shots, but her shot placement has put Texas in control.
Absolutely, absolutely.
8, 10.
Smash in a great position, a steal game too, and it felt like this was headed for a 1-1 rubber match showdown in game 3.
Oh, Amy had the high ball, but couldn't get her feet around.
10.
One more game point for Texas on Enzo's serve.
Hong Lin loves to mix it up, sometimes short, sometimes deep.
Oh, it's a big return from Kasahara, but Hong Lin was ready for it. And now our second golden point of the team match. First golden point won by Kai Jong over Nandan Naresh in the second singles.
10.
Kasahara will serve, 10-all. Oh, Carolina comes back to win it. I thought Kasahara and Wong both hit winners during that rally, but Enzo and Hong showing why they've been the best all season long. Rubber game indeed coming up next. Well, to the delight of the Gold Rush fans who have been literally tossing golden nuggets into the crowd, Enzo Angles and Hong Lin find a way to take game 2 on a golden point.
1-0.
What can you say about what we just saw, Sean?
I mean, those shots are just truly amazing. Enzo has been somewhat limited to just returning heat-seeking missiles from the smash and then letting his partner do the damage. question is this timeout material to stop the run? So right now, the Gold Rush have just been on fire this last end of game 2 and now game 3.
4-1.
Another ridiculous angle from Amy Wong.
I mean, how she can get and pull off that angle is just amazing. But again, stepping around the forehand to use the leverage of her backhand opening inside out.
2-4. 3-4.
Again, Amy Wong's backhand has just caught fire here in game 3.
Players switch sides. Texas up by 4. I'll tell you, Sean, as we watch this, I'm thinking the same thing I was thinking during the last match, heading into the last game in the doubles. And at that point, it looked like the Bay Area Blasters were going to go for the sweep, and
5.
Jishan and Angela found a way to salvage that game, which changed everything, and ultimately, in an 8-7 match through 15 games, every point could have been the difference, but that point felt like the difference. And obviously, it was just a 1-point lead, but it allowed Matthias to set the lineup the way he wanted it, and obviously they dominated the Golden game, winning 21-11. They had a 20-8 lead.
And you can see the expression on the Gold Rush. They understand the significance of this game in the bigger picture.
This is some kind of doubles match we're getting to enjoy.
You've got 2 players on the smash who are just spinning everything off the bounce. And then you have Enzo who's blocking, running all over the table, helping to set up Hong Lin to finish the point. She came up big in game 2, but right now she needs to deliver with her forehand smashes.
All.
Another point where you could just spend an hour breaking it down, all the different shots and the angles and the choices.
Both teams playing their strengths. How Enzo gets this one back.
7-6.
And he gets it back with something on it. Carolina scrambled their way out of trouble a handful of times tonight.
Oh, and that was a beautiful over the table, but a misdirection by Hero to take it down the line.
Goodness, Angles again, holding his back a little bit after he had to lunge so quickly for that ball.
I mean, he's taken 6 and 7 steps to run down Amy Wong's angled backhands.
I think Enzo's back is feeling okay. I was worried there for a split second. 8-all. These two teams have been battling all season long to get to this moment. Now that they're here.
And again,
to the net.
And Amy Wong gets the first attack. In these type of situations, the server is at a slight disadvantage. Receiver knows where the ball's going, and Amy can set up her backhand.
The big forehand from Hong Lin. 9-all.
She knows she has to take it because the way the teams are crisscrossing, Enzo's out of the point by this juncture. So far off to the left, Hong Lin has to deliver to finish these points. Could we get to another golden point?
9.
Amy Wong's got 2 serves for Texas. Wong the serve and the forehand blast.
9.
Right now, this is the most critical point to get to the finals.
Chance to do it on their serve. And Hong Lin missed it. Texas takes 2 out of 3 in the doubles. And the Gold Rush are officially on upset alert. The #1 team in the league all year long. But they trail 5-4 after Enzo and Hong Lin beaten by Hiro and Amy. We just witnessed as good of a doubles match as we've seen all year long. So many great shots back and forth, and Texas gets the better of Carolina's top-ranked doubles team. We're joined by Amy Wong. Amy, congratulations. What was that doubles match like to play in? It felt like one great shot after another.
Yeah, I think Hiro did great in this match. I think he really carried throughout. Coming up to this match, I was a bit nervous because we were tied, and I knew that this match was very crucial. I think we were tied. Were we tied? Yeah, this match was really crucial for our team. So in the beginning, I was playing too aggressive, and I realized that like there's Hiro, like he can't be the more aggressive one. So towards the end, I try to like remain more controlled. And
What were the big strategy points going into the match against Enzo and Hong specifically?
Yeah, we know they're very aggressive players. We know that Ling Hong, she's very good at controlling the ball, Enzo being the more aggressive one. So we try to keep the ball short, and yeah, I think we try to be the more aggressive one, so they're not able to like pressure it on us.
And going into the golden game for your next match, how are you going to translate this win? Is it going to continue to be aggressive, play a little bit safer? Are there any players you'd like to play against in the matchup?
I think for me, it really doesn't matter who I play against. I think my main goal is just to try to win as many points as possible for my team, and just try to remain calm and try not to be overly aggressive.
Well, thanks for putting on a show for us and the fans and everybody watching around the world, and get a little bit of rest, and we'll see you in the Golden Game. Thanks so much, Amy. All righty, Texas has a 5-4 lead. And if Johan Rebete can do to Jeremy Hazin what he did in December, then Texas would clinch a lead going into the Golden Game. Because when Johan played Jeremy in December, he outscored Hazin 33-13 across 3 games. (11-3, 11-8, and 11-2 were the scores in that match.
Oh, great off-the-bounce play by Jeremy Hazin. He needs to be assertive in this match. He cannot just go out there and keep the ball into play, because Rebete has too much power and his serves are so lethal. He really sets up his 3rd and 5th ball attacks nicely with his serve. You can see Hazin beginning to press, wanting to put a lot more pressure. Yeah. The righty-lefty matchup here really amplifies the advantage for serve with Rebete, because the ball's spinning away, spinning into Hazin's body. So he's got to remind himself to move his feet. He's reaching for the ball. It's very difficult to play offensive off of Rebete's serve.
Good stuff from Hazin.
Really solid. When he's moving his feet, he's playing offense. When he's standing still, that's a nice deep half-long serve. Instead of just going for a nice short serve, sent it a little deeper, making it difficult to return it short.
And you know, Hazin played pretty well at that interdivisional weekend, other than the match against Rebete. He won 4 out of the 6 games he played otherwise.
But he swept Timothy Wong, possibly.
But Rebete really dominated. He was in the same spot as this, the 3rd singles spot. And heading into 3rd singles in that match, Texas was down 6-3. And then Rebete swept Hazin 3 straight. Kasahara swept Lawrence 3 straight. Texas had all the momentum going into the Golden Game, Sean. And then Carolina spun it around and won the Golden Game 21-18.
Evan, we've spoken so highly of the top women in MLTT that have all qualified for Paris. We cannot forget Jeremy Hazin also qualified for Team Canada, so he will be making a return visit to the Olympic Games after he competed in Tokyo. So the level just keeps getting stronger and stronger for MLTT.
Hazin just turned 24 in February.
7,
serve there.
6.
Rebete try to flush that one and forget about it quickly.
Hazin also currently a student at NYU. So balancing school and table tennis, which is no easy feat, and now using some net
7,
and edge.
all.
Little Angela Guan action.
Voodoo right there to catch the table.
Rebete really challenging Hazin directly off the serve, stepping over to play his backhand. Oh, nice drop shot.
9,
short to the
7.
forehand.
Rebete was not with Texas earlier this month in Wichita, so he hadn't played MLTT for a little bit.
9, 8.
Got to go back to the end of February in Seattle And he played pretty well. He went 4-2 in singles. He also went 6-0 in that Portland weekend in January.
Definitely loving the Northwest.
10.
Of course, his parents were in Everett, which is a nice touch. They got the frequent flyer award for the furthest travel from Switzerland to Everett, Washington.
Hazin missed it, and Rebete claims game one, 11-8. Satisfying fist pump for the 21-year-old from Geneva, Switzerland. Johan Rebete takes game one by 3.
Second game, Gold Rush to serve, 0-0.
So Jeremy Hazin, twirling in his mind, has to be thinking a little bit about, well, it's 4 straight games I've played against Johan, and I haven't won any of them. What, if anything, Sean, can he do to try to change it up against this Swiss superstar who looks pretty locked in?
0-1.
I'm not really sure there's an answer. I think that he's got to make sure he moves his feet, attacks as much as possible. And look at what Rebete's doing.
0-2.
A little bit of what we saw Naresh do, which is that side spin, backhand swiping serve return. It's almost like serving a serve right back at the opponent. But Hazin has to eliminate any errors. He's got to be on the offensive. He's got to do a good job of the serve return. That's where Rebete really gets a lot of points.
1-3.
And you don't have to work for the point on your serve because you get a point direct. Makes it that much easier to have strong serve returns. That's a nice combo there by Rebete to drop it short to the forehand. We saw that in game 1 work. Hazin just has to keep moving. Cannot afford to stand still. That's a nice forehand.
3-3.
Good offense.
3-4.
Way to jump on the short ball. I think if Hazin just keeps playing the first ball strong, that was a high serve that Hazin pushed back, just wasn't ready for the pop-up. Rebete, great footwork, getting his forehand into play. Super counterattack.
Four, 5.
Oh, you got to be kidding. Hazin sort of gave up on it because he didn't think it was going to hit the table.
And Rebete just stayed
6,
with it,
4.
got his backhand.
Saw that same reaction from Tawan Jong earlier tonight.
6, 5.
Too good.
And that's just set up by a tremendous
5,
serve.
7.
Hazin unable to keep it short and low. He kept it short, but just right in the wheelhouse of Rebete.
Five, 8.
Go on, creating a little separation here.
He was lining that one up.
Nine, 6 now for Rebete.
6.
And I see the dynamic of this team match continuing to shift. For Texas, now that serve was a little aggressive.
7, 9.
Should not be hitting the net in the air. Just a bit outside.
Hazin has been a guy all season long who wears his emotions on his sleeve, on his face, on his belly, everywhere. Fights off 1 game point.
8.
That last forehand just figured out a way of getting the racket across his body, but well placed, inside out. Rebete has the serve.
10-9.
10, 9.
And if Hazin could just steal a single point here, it would feel so significant.
Timeout, smash.
We got a timeout for Texas.
It would just give Enzo a chance, if he were to sweep into the golden game with the 1-point lead.
Right. And no guarantee he wins his match, let alone sweeps it.
Honestly, you don't need to kill first one. Just open up, spin.
Yeah, it's like 80,
90%. We'll see many of these players, including Amy Wong and Jeremy Hazin, in Paris this summer. So up to 60 seconds to decide the call to timeout. The opponents, well, they don't get to control. Decide to call the timeout.
Okay. He's trying to open up the serve right now. Like if you serve to him, he's just trying to do this. Honestly, this ball you don't need to kill because he's not gonna rip you, right? Like, most of the time he's just gonna block. Just get ready to play rally. You got this. You got this.
Rebete leads 10-9. He won game 1, 11-8. Rebete has the serve here
10.
to try and close out game 2.
10, 9. Smash.
And a deep serve goes for an ace.
Down the middle.
Just how they drew it up. That ball had a lot of sizzle to it, and Hazin couldn't even get a paddle on it. 7-4 Texas. Rebete has won this match, but obviously this game remains critical.
Third game.
The final singles match features Enzo Angles and Hiromitsu
Third
Kasahara.
game. Smash to serve.
If Kasahara
0-0.
could win it, then Texas is talking about a really significant lead going into the Golden Game.
I mean, this has just been sweep central so far.
Saw Macbeth sweep
1-0.
Lorenz. We saw Kai Jong sweep Nandan Naresh the other way.
2-1 in doubles.
Yeah, to Texas, which was a bit of a surprise. Rebete is just ripping the ball.
He's got to be feeling good right now. These longer rallies, look at his footwork. He is all over the place. Holding his serve, now trying to break.
0-3.
And when things aren't going well, and then that happens to you, you just feel like the whole world is
What do I
on
need
top
to
of your
do
shoulders.
to win a point?
3-1.
Jeremy Hazim playing the role of backboard on that point. And he didn't have enough power to knock Rebete out, but eventually he wore him out.
2.
But that's what Jeremy has to do. He has to stay offensive minded. He's not going to block Johan down.
2-4.
But that's not normally how he plays. He likes to play a little bit more defensive, block a lot of balls, get the opponent to do all the work. But Rebete is just moving too well today. Oh, beautiful.
3-4.
Hazim fighting for every point, knowing the significance if he can keep it. Texas can only have 7 going into the last singles match.
Another ferocious winner off Johan Rebete's
5-4
paddle.
switch.
Those side spin, top spin serves are so difficult to make a control loop against. You almost have to go for a winner. Otherwise, Rebete is going to come in with his counterattack. Almost looked like David Macbeth on that one.
4-6.
After getting the first attack, just continuing to stay with power, move the ball around. Oh, look at the backhand off the bounce.
4-7.
Again, if Johan finishes this off, it'll clinch a lead for Texas going into the Golden Game. Now, that is interesting for a couple of reasons. Obviously, we've
7-5.
harped all season on about the advantage the team going into the Golden Game wins close to 80% of the time. However, and this is a massive, huge however, in one previous meeting, Texas had a lead going into the Golden Game against Carolina. Carolina won the Golden Game anyway. That was one of just 2 Golden Game comebacks the Gold Rush had this year. Now, they weren't behind going into the Golden Game very often.
Right.
They had the 5-0 comeback against Princeton in October, and they had the comeback against Texas 3-0 down in December.
6-8.
You hate to have those missed serves, especially when you get to a golden point thinking didn't even give yourself a chance to finish out the game. That's a nice combination by Hazim.
7-8.
Rebete knows he needs to do more than just to soft roll it to the center of the table.
You gotta be kidding. I mean, if you're Hazine, you know there's nothing you can do about that. That's just tough.
Well, I think
cookies.
The table tennis karma, you miss a serve, you get to get a net like that last one. And that was
as big of a swing as we've seen from Jeremy, unleashing a little bit of frustration. And Rebete on the brink of a sweep to clinch a lead for Texas, heading into the Golden Game. Obviously, either way, I mean, there's a ton of pressure on Enzo's shoulders. Try and minimize the damage.
Don't want to start 0-1, 0-2, 0-3, or 0-4.
Yohan Rebete continues his table tennis mastery against Jeremy Hazine. This match overall was much closer than the one the two had in December. Final score was 33-13 in December. This one much, much closer, but still all Rebete down the stretch. Back here inside Gentile Arena in Chicago, joined by Yohan Rebete, a 3-0 sweep over Jeremy Hazine. Congratulations, Yohan. Obviously, you beat Jeremy 3-0 in December. This one, different pressure, different stakes, much tighter, yet you were able to win all 3 games. How'd you do it?
Yeah. So actually, we didn't think that he would be in the lineup. And that put me, I think, in extra pressure. Because I was like, okay, he's confident. So I was expecting something different, and he was very aggressive since the beginning. So yeah, it was just a fight. I think, yeah, big fight.
You know, looking at the match, your footwork, your shot selection, I haven't seen it in MLTT action so strong. What have you done since the last time we saw you? What type of preparation for this match?
I don't know, just the adrenaline of being here and like enjoying every moment, like playing from Europe for a reason, right?
You weren't in Wichita. Obviously, the team still played well without you. What was it like following that from afar, seeing your team qualify for the playoffs and knew that you would have the opportunity to be here and make a difference on this stage?
Yeah, no, that's an amazing team. I think everybody chipped in. And yeah, we're really a team, and I think that's what made our success so far.
Well, you have a lead going into the Golden Game. We know how important that is. We don't know how big the lead is going to be.
Yeah.
And obviously the Golden Game did not go your way against Carolina in December. What are the keys in the Golden Game for this match?
Yeah, so we have this obviously in memory. And yeah, we gotta fight. It's not because we're ahead of them that they have the pressure or whatever. Like, just, you know, keep doing our best, and yeah, we'll make it.
All right, well done, Yohan. Thank you for joining us. Good luck. And certainly the Texas Smash, depending on what transpires here with Enzo and Hiramitsu, you know, they could have as big as a 7-0 lead if Hiramitsu sweeps this match. Now, Enzo has not been swept in a singles match all season. However, Hiromitsu has been playing really well, and Enzo hasn't played Hiromitsu all season.
Well, they also just played a doubles,
right?
Where Hiro showed that he's up for the challenge against the #1 doubles team, taking 2 out of 3.
What does Hiro do well that could create some problems for Enzo?
Just staying up to the table,
First game to play.
playing like his doubles partner, Amy Wong, everything off the bounce, and going for it. No reason for Hiro to feel pressure right now. Just play his game, try to get Enzo out to the forehand side and out of his backhand corner. So don't be surprised if we see about 80% of the balls to Enzo's forehand. You think, why would you do that? His forehand's really strong. His forehand's exceptionally strong from the backhand corner.
Good start for Angles, utilizing the highest ball toss in the league. Look, if there's any guy across Major League Table Tennis that could put the team on his shoulders down the stretch, you got to imagine it's Enzo Angles. Enzo's able to win 3 games in a row here. You wonder if Alex Yang would put him in that first position in the Golden game, and they'd be down 1 at the start. He would go out and play 3 points, and he also would be the guy that would eventually
play the
ultimate golden point if they were going to get there.
Incoming.
I was ready. I haven't caught a ball off a paddle all season long, and frankly, I'm antsy and eagerly awaiting that opportunity.
The problem is you have to throw it back. So.
Oh, I'm keeping it. 5-0 now to Angles. Sean has spent way too many years in baseball to develop that mentality. If I catch a foul ball,
it's going in
it
your
is
pocket.
a souvenir. 5-0 now to Angles. Hiromitsu gets on the board with some style and pizzazz.
I mean, if that's what you have to do to score against Enzo. Oh, what a serve return. Even Hiro was thinking, what did he just do? He cut all the spin off the ball, returned it so low that it double bounced.
Oh, are you kidding? That's ridiculous. Enzo just shaking his head. I mean, he deserved to win this point, but not like that.
Ball doesn't go much faster than off the back edge of the table.
Like that.
Enzo is working so hard for each point, and Hiro is just sending bombs over.
Give me.
So what Enzo said, he goes, I think it's broken now.
7.
After the ball is hit that hard and it hits the edge of the paddle, the wood can crack the seam of the ball.
4, 7.
Don't want to let that ball get back into the pool of balls that they pull from, or the basket.
Asahara's got some firepower too now.
No reason not to serve and just go for a big shot.
Asahara's got some firepower too now. Enzo says the ball is broken. It's a new one.
And it's no surprise based on how hard Both these players have been hitting. And Enzo knows the importance of that last point.
8-5.
He wants to keep that separation. Kazahara, what a big forehand.
This is just riveting
6,
to watch.
8.
These two guys take one big swing after another.
Let.
And again, all you can do in that situation, what Enzo did so well, is just keep the
6,
offense
9.
going. Couldn't finish the point, but he wasn't going to play safe. He wasn't going to put the ball on the table. He was going to keep attacking. Because that's what happens if you just do a low
9,
underspin
7.
return.
Angles creates game point.
10-7.
Always gets the job
11-7,
done.
first game.
Good serve and serve return for the 11-7 victory.
Kasahara had some moments, that's for sure, but Enzo Angles really bringing the passion and the energy and the results like he's done all season long. Game two now for Angles and Kasahara.
Smash the serve. 0-0.
Just relax and enjoy it, folks. This is high-level stuff.
One, 0. Let. 1-0. One all.
That last game, by the way, was the 50th win of the season for Enzo Angles in a singles game. More than anybody else all season. He's won even more in doubles.
Well, you don't win the MVP award for nothing.
2-1.
And it's obviously the productivity. It's also the consistency and showing up and being there as a leader, delivering. You know, he lost more points than he won in Golden Games in Lawrenceville, the final regular season event for the East Division. And despite going 10-14 in Golden Game points in Lawrenceville, he's still 93 and 70 for the year, winning 57%. which is in the upper echelon of the league.
It was not easy for the Gold Rush going into the final games, just knowing that they were playoff bound.
3. Thank you.
Whereas Texas had to get it by the skin of their teeth.
Last point was Kasahara's 3-2. Now 3-3.
3.
Both those last shots almost hit the white line, but with the amount of power and angle. Smart play.
4-3.
Enzo had Hiro leaning one way, played a safe ball to the opposite corner. Great placement. Went for the deep serve.
4 all.
Don't see that very often
Smash
from
the serve.
Enzo. Is that a sign of nerves?
He was trying to be as aggressive as he could. I think it just got away from him. But you hear it in his voice.
Yeah.
Getting the lead back.
After almost every point he won in game 1, and he was turning around looking at his teammates on the Gold Rush bench. Almost as if he's trying to fire them up along with keeping himself fired up, because he knows he can't do it himself. I mean, he's going to do all he can to create the minimal deficit, but there will be a deficit for the Gold Rush. And as a reminder, especially since the calendar flipped to January, teams have not come from behind to win Golden Games often at all. And a leaping jump for joy as Enzo takes that point and goes up 6-5.
Again, both players almost home run derby-ish, going for line drive and tee it up.
Including Princeton's win over the Bay Area Blasters earlier tonight, Sean. Teams leading going into the Golden Game in 2024 are 33-4. 89% success rate. Carolina will be trying to do something special. I think it's fair to say, like, if you had live odds, you know, Texas was the underdog coming in, but they are now the favorite in the live odds.
Absolutely. And I don't think we realized it so early in the season, the importance of the lineup order in the Golden Game.
6, 7.
And I think it's mostly due to, now that everyone's played each other so many times, you're looking for certain matchups. Or to stay away from certain matchups.
I also think it's one of the reasons, and I agree with you, but I think also that coaches have gotten better at, you know, the leading coach has a little bit more control. To kind of set the tone, choosing the matchups in 2 of the first 3 spots, and you put one of your top players in the 2 spot to be ready for whatever.
And I mean, we're here in Chicago. It seemed that Eric Owens with the wind was one of the first coaches to really throw caution.
Helped him come from behind to beat Carolina back in January.
Exactly.
One of the few times we've seen a Golden Game comeback.
So being able to swap out and have a mixed singles match, especially if you feel your female player can't compete against the other team's top female.
8, 9.
Enzo is energized right now.
Giving Angles a taste of his own medicine with that ball toss there on the serve. Hiromitsu Kasahara with the equalizer, and it's 9-all.
There's so much side spin on these serve returns. The ball just continue jumping. Enzo with the serve. He will fight to get the first attack.
Gigantic forehand, and that ball ricocheted into the hands of Matthias Havasson, sitting in the third row, the coach of the Princeton Revolution, doing a little scouting off Hero's racket into Havasson's hands. Who knows deep down who Matthias wants to see tomorrow.
Enzo had the ball he was looking for. Open court, not an easy ball to make, but he had the shot. And now we are once again in Golden Point land.
Carolina has won both Golden Points so far in this match. In the doubles and then second singles with Kai Jong. Hiromitsu Kasahara serves on this one. Takes an extra moment to wipe any perspiration, condensation away. 10-all. And Enzo Angles. Thought it was going to rip his jersey off. You still got one more game to play, Enzo. Trying to get the crowd fired up behind him. Angles has taken the first two from Kasahara. Not much of a margin that time, but he somehow prevails, and he shows off the abs.
Game.
Game 3 here.
Rush the serve, 0-0.
Think about it. Texas leads 8-6. All 3 Golden Points in this match have been won by Carolina. Those 3 points had gone the other way. It could be 11-3 right now.
0-1.
But you're right, Evan. What Enzo's attempting to do, throw the gold rush on his shoulders, come into the golden game with some momentum.
2-0.
If you're Alex Yang, do you throw Enzo in the 1 spot or the 2 spot?
Wait. 2-0.
In the golden game.
I want him out there playing all 21
but
points if
that's
possible.
not what the golden game is, Sean. I hear you.
Needs to get some wild cards and reinsert.
It's going to be up to Kai Jong, Ramon Lawrence, Jeremy Hazine, and Hong
Let's
Lin. More than it's up to Enzo in the golden game, that's for sure. Obviously, this game will decide whether it's a 1-point lead or a 3-point lead for Texas. If it's a 3-point lead, we won't see Enzo thrown out there for the first point, because then he would only get to play 1 point and likely only a total of 5 points in the golden game. It's safe to say he'll definitely be in the 2 spot if Hero wins this game.
Oh, what a nice deep push there. I would say
if Hero, if Enzo wins this game, I think you put him in the 1 spot.
Right, because you've got to get him out there. and 3 points is fine.
And he would be the ultimate golden point
Right.
if he got there.
But I think the matchup that you're probably wanting to look for to neutralize Texas is to get him against Macbeth. That would be a nice thing to where if he could continue, then you take their top sweeper, and then you can throw Kai Jung possibly against Kazuhara. Let the ladies play.
Well, if Enzo's not going out there first, Kai Jung has to, right?
Right.
3-4.
Anyway.
Well, the coaches will let us know.
Yeah, the plot will thicken if it hasn't already.
12 more points, 13.
We've been so entrenched in the table tennis just to we could take a step back just for a brief second and breathe and say, what a night this has been. What
I mean,
a showcase
just
for the sport.
back-to-back semifinals.
Great crowd, great atmosphere, great facility, great city. And great table tennis.
I mean,
Wowzers.
Does it get any better than Kazuhara figuring out a way to take it down the line as Enzo's covering the whole court with his forehand? And do not forget about the fans that we have here.
I mentioned them.
4-5.
They had 3 iPads going. They had revolutionary hats.
Unbelievable. How does Enzo Angles turn that point around?
This match by itself could be a top 10 points of the weekend. Just one great shot after another. And the celebration on Enzo's face tells it all.
My goodness. Angles back in front.
Just pure grit right now for Angles.
Enzo will celebrate his 29th birthday this coming Thursday. He's been in the top 100 in the world. He's still managed to find joy in this sport. Over 2+ decades now of competing in it. Alex Yang called him the obvious #1 pick in the draft. He has all season long lived up to the expectations that accompany that spot.
With a 1-2 punch with singles and doubles. Lefty, and then to partner with Hong Lin. Until tonight, they've just been unbeatable.
7-6.
Kazuhara and Wong got 2 out of 3 in the doubles, to everyone's surprise. And talked about how that third game might have been the difference in Texas having a lead. If Enzo wins this game, that'll turn out to be the case.
And Amy's saying that it was just letting Hero do his thing, but she made some amazing shots herself.
6-8.
Certainly, Angles ate his Wheaties this morning.
Do his thing, but she made some
game
amazing
face on
shots
ever since he
herself.
took the table for the start of this match. Kazuhara, though, continues to punch back.
7-8.
Angles is going to have to do a lot more from that distance to put pressure on Hero. It's just sending him one side to the other.
Nine, 7.
You see the time that Enzo is taking between points. He doesn't want to rush. He wants to get a good, clean look.
7.
A moment of levity for everybody.
Let's play. 9-7.
Ivana Kesnevich wants to see more table tennis.
Enzo went for it after playing some super touch returns.
What a wacky point.
The angles just got so insane off the net ball. But you see Enzo just taking his time, keeping it in play, trying to cut down on the angle till he had a chance to go for a winner.
Angles gets the game point in pursuit of the sweep to bring the Gold Rush within 1.
And Enzo's so quick to get ready off the previous shot to get that forehand driving forward.
Enzo Angles, the unquestioned, undeniable MVP. 11-7, 11-10, and 11-8. And he has breathed hope into the lungs of the Carolina Gold Rush. The golden game to determine who plays in the championship match is coming up next. Well, it's been a wildly entertaining evening of table tennis. Princeton beat the Bay Area Blasters in the first semifinal, and then Dave Macbeth got the Texas team off to a smashing start, but Kai Zhang had the answer. We were 3-all through the first couple singles matches when the top doubles duo in the league got upset by Hiromitsu Kasahara and Amy Wong. 2 out of 3 for the smash there. And then we saw 2 more sweeps. Rebete had Hazin's number back in December. Same story today. Johan clinched the lead for Texas going into the golden game. But then Enzo Angles, the #1 pick, the MVP, and the heartbeat, the backbone. He's everything for this Carolina team, and he delivered the goods. So we're getting set for the golden game. About 45 seconds from now, Flint Lane will be joined by virtual coach Jorg Pizzigayo and Alex Yang to set the stage, the order for the final golden game here on semifinal Saturday. Let's go to the commish, Flint Lane, to set the order.
A well-fought battle so far. We have the Texas Smash are leading 8-7. You'll start with a 1-point lead. Carolina, since you're behind, you will get the first pick. Who is your first choice? Kai Zhang is your #1. Texas, your #1. Nandan Naresh is your 1 and your 2. Hiromitsu Kasahara is your 2. Enzo Angles is your 2 and your 3. Jeremy Hazin is your 3. Coach? Johan Rebete is your 3 and your 4. David Macbeth is your 4. Romain Lawrence is your 4, making Hong Lin your 5, making Amy Wong your 5. Good luck, coaches.
Wow, this looks...
So the order is interesting. There was an opportunity for Jorg Pizzigaiu to get Nandan Naresh out of the Kai Jong matchup when Kai controlled it, but he puts Nandan in that top spot and keeps the status quo, which you think overall is probably a good thing for Texas.
Absolutely, no, definitely. It's a 1-point lead, so both teams got what they like right now. Can Texas keep the momentum going?
This golden game between the Gold Rush and the Smash, presented by Paddle Palace. Our golden game earlier tonight between Princeton and the Bay Area Blasters was powered by Flywire.
Gold Rush to serve.
1-0 lead for Texas. A race to 21. Winner faces the Princeton Revolution tomorrow afternoon to try to hoist the MLTT Cup for the first time. Just like that, we are tied 1 point apiece. Of course, Kai Jong has had a great night. He outscored Nandan 33-21 across the 3 games won, but Naresh with the answer.
Both players looking to get their forehands in.
Naresh takes 2 out of 3. And it's a 3-1 lead for the Smash. Enzo back to the table to play the 4-point sequence here. Seems safe to say this is a huge sequence. Kasahara leaves Enzo befuddled. And that's 4 straight, or 3 straight for the Smash.
Great loop and follow by Enzo. Getting the first attack going and then just staying with it out to the wide forehand. Well placed to bring it back within 2.
All season long, Carolina has been considered the favorite. Do they have what it takes to come from behind in this dire situation here tonight? Two of the first 3 for Hiromitsu Kasahara. And Enzo needs this 4th point just to salvage a split. Kasahara, 3 out of 4 for Texas.
And this is where Texas right now would love to get a 3-1. Even a 2-2 isn't that bad. Carolina needs to be breaking here with Hazin.
Incredible stuff for both players. Hazin just would not give in. Rebete continued to fight, but Jeremy outlasted him.
The entire Gold Rush jumping up and down. Ready to jump into And Rebete, his counterattacks have been landing today. I think you just up the volume with Rebete by a factor of 2.
Hazin does get the split, winning that last point on Rebete's serve. Remains a 4-point game.
It's been a while since we've seen Mr. Macbeth.
No question, it's Roman too. It's been almost 2 hours.
How difficult is it to come in and just be playing 4 points at the most critical point of the match?
And Roman swept 3 straight games by Macbeth earlier. And he gets the first point here in the Golden Game against David Macbeth. Carolina within 3.
Let.
Didn't come off the paddle exactly
5,
the way he
No.
wanted, but
The net on the upside.
And Roman Lawrence had a couple of hours to contemplate what happened, and he's come with the goods to win a couple key points on his serve. But
Not an easy reloop. You could see how low that ball was. But Macbeth with the serve.
Next 2 points are even bigger for Lawrence. I said it earlier, Sean. Dave Macbeth won 60% of the Golden Game points he played this year, second best in the entire league.
Let. 9, 6.
And Macbeth gets the split, winning both on his serve. It's a 4-point lead for Texas again, as the ladies take the table. Hong Lin for Carolina and Amy Wong for the smash.
And this is going to be speed versus speed. However, for Hong Lin, she's smashing the ball without spin. Amy likes to take it off the bounce.
And for Carolina, look, it's encouraging that Hazin and Lawrence both got splits, especially after Jong was outplayed by Naresh 2-1, and Enzo was outplayed by Kasahara 3-1. The point is, Carolina needs Hong Lin to have a good sequence here, because the Gold Rush are not out of this yet by any means. Wong sails it long. Carolina within 3. One more point here on Amy's serve. And a deep serve that aces Lin. What a moment to bring that out.
You can't go any deeper than this serve by Amy Wong. White line to white line.
Turbo boosters off the paddle. That's 3 straight 2-2 splits. Still a 4-point game for Naresh and Jong. Two guys absolutely killing the ball, and Naresh celebrates taking the point.
His family's courtside, giving him extra energy and support.
Nandan takes both points on Kai's serve.
Timeout, Gold Rush.
Timeout,
Timeout.
Carolina. This is the largest lead of the
Timeout,
Golden
Gold Rush.
Game for the smash.
Carolina cannot afford to have this bounce out to a 7 to 8 point lead this deep into the game.
给你正手，你别拖的，直接劈出去。好，啊，加油啊，加油，没关系，放开放开，打佛，没关系没关系，放开放开，这儿。好，加油，追啊！
Two serves for Naresh out of the Carolina timeout. Texas leads by 6. John gets one back. Wants to win this one to get the split.
Can Naresh get his offense going?
No. So all 4 points in that sequence, won by the returner. It's a 4-point game and an opportunity for Enzo to go on a little run. These could be the final 4 points he plays this season if he can't will the Carolina comeback. Kasahara sends it long.
And don't look for Enzo to make any big celebration. He knows he just needs to take 1 point at a time, get his team back in this game.
Valiant effort by Angles to stay in that point as long as he did up against the side barrier.
Just too much of an angle to have to cover. And the ability for Hero to take that ball down the line.
Nice job by Kasahara to put that away. And look, even though he lost all 3 games to Enzo in singles, it feels like he's among their best players tonight. Certainly bringing it in the Golden game, brought it in the doubles. Got Enzo scrambling again. And Kasahara is in control.
Enzo went for the biggest side spin return possible. After a full 360, he tried to do the super side spin.
That's a shot that if it works, it's, you know, an all-timer, but not a high percentage shot there by any means. Kasahara sends it long, so their nights are done. Kasahara wins 5 of the 8 points they play. They split the 4 that time, and it's 16-12. Texas 5 points away from the final. Hazin versus Rebate. Hard to put that one into words. And then he sends it long. Rebate with 2 serves here. Obviously, if he can win just one of the 2, Smasher will be in pretty great shape. And that makes it 18-13. Texas can taste it.
Within striking range.
Saw the 2nd place team from the East, Princeton, beat Bay Area Masters earlier tonight. 2nd place team from the West, the Texas Smash, are on the verge. Roman Lawrence versus Dave Macbeth next. Lawrence needs at least 3 out of 4. Realistically, he needs all 4.
Let's play.
Quick point for Lorenz. Didn't have to work hard for that one.
Oh, Dave Macbeth with a flick of a wrist creates game point for Texas.
And with 2 serves, can finish it off in style.
Macbeth started this by sweeping Roman in the first single spot a couple hours ago. And now he's in position to finish it. And it is all over. The upset has happened. The Texas Smash are moving on to the finals as they take down the Carolina Gold Rush 21-14. Can you believe it?
And Enzo Angles, first person over to congratulate the Texas Smash.
The best team all season long will not ultimately win the championship because the Texas Smash have knocked them off. Princeton, Texas tomorrow. We'll be back to wrap it up after this.
Meta, here we go. I can see you. I can see you. I can see you. Here we are. Welcome to the final. Listen. I'm not coming back anymore.
The owner of the Texas Smash having a moment with his coach. We're going to try and have a moment with Jorg Bitzigayo as well. Jorg, congratulations. Can you hear us?
The other ones. Let me see. Okay, there we go.
We got Jorg live from Germany. Your team is moving on to the finals. You're thousands of miles away, yet I'm sure you're beaming with pride about what your team just accomplished. What's going through your mind right now, Jorg? Oh, the thrill of modern technology. We had him, and we lost him. So that's a meme if I ever knew one. Yeah, let's get Dave Macbeth on the headset. We're not going to lose Dave to a freeze frame.
Oh, sorry.
I would be
I
very.
can hear you now, guys. Sorry.
We got Jorg back. Jorg, we got David on headset as well. But Jorg, what's going through your mind as you watch your team from afar pull this off?
I'm just quite proud. I'm just proud. You know, this team is amazing. What can I say? I mean, congrats to the guys. They are performing now several weekends. Ideal because I cannot join them. But at the very end, it's all about the players. We have an amazing team around the team, and we get another chance tomorrow to show.
No, Jorg, obviously a huge team effort. Everyone played into it. What are your thoughts going into the finals?
Honestly, here in Germany, it's like 4:45 a.m. I'm not thinking at all about the finals. Right now, I'm just happy for the team. I'm happy to see the boys dancing around.
Not a sound you want to hear. I think we lost his pause. Let's chat with Dave Macbeth here, stateside. Dave, we'll pot up your microphone here. You started it with a bang, you finished it with a bang, and in between, your teammates all stepped up. What was it like seeing your team come together to get this win?
Unbelievable. It was great. Everyone, I don't know if anyone was negative in points there. I think every single person was either even or positive. You've probably got the stats set to correct that.
Well, it's funny. I mean, Hero lost 3 games in singles, but I thought he played great. He took something out of Enzo, and he got the better of him in the Golden game.
Yeah, I saw that. Obviously, I left in the second set to warm up, but I saw how close that was, and it could have been a bit close. If he'd have nicked the Golden game, it would have been obviously 2-1. So, yeah.
How has your team come together and gained more confidence throughout the season, not just in yourselves, but in each other and in the group?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've had the 2 weekends where we've all been had our strongest lineup. We've been really successful. The one in Portland, and then actually in Wichita we did well. Obviously, Johan's now here to make it even stronger. But I think we've put good runs together, which have really been here.
You know, David. So obviously, finals is big tomorrow, but also MLTT. You've got a teammate possibly joining next season. What would you tell him MLTT has meant to you this year, going through everything from the very first weekend and now getting ready to play the finals tomorrow?
I mean, I think obviously when the system came out, a lot of people have been used to just playing the standard scoring system. We're a bit confused, but I would honestly say it's been good fun. The Golden games like that, they're probably more fun for people to watch than the rest of the singles. So I think, yeah, the difference of the way that the scoring system's run, I think, is the key thing.
I gotta imagine you and everyone else on the Smash has been eager to get another crack at Princeton after what happened in the Golden game in December.
Yeah, I know. I can't remember was it 2020? It was
21-20.
We were leading as well going into the Golden game. I remember
you had
that.
a 1-0 lead, and it was Emily Wong that got y'all back into it, I think, with a 4-point sweep.
Yeah, I remember.
And then Jinshin got the best of Kasahara on the ultimate Golden point.
Yeah. Well, hopefully it doesn't go down to that tomorrow. But if it does, we'll try and reverse it. I'm confident we will.
Well, it's pretty amazing to see that the 2 teams that finished in second place during the regular season today in their divisions win when it counts here at championship weekend, Princeton and yourselves, and moving on to the final. What will be the key to re-energize, regroup, refresh, and be ready for tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know what time it is now, but try and get some food and get to sleep as early as possible. We've got a bit of a later start tomorrow, so just the simple stuff. Try and get some food as quick as we can.
All right.
Get to bed and then.
The restaurants may be closing, so
we'll
let you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, David. We'll
No
see you
worries.
tomorrow.
All good. Thank you.
Congrats.
Cheers.
It is late, Sean. My goodness. It's even later for folks who are on European time, like Jorg and David. Princeton, 21-11 over the Blasters. Texas, 21-14. It's a finals matchup that I think it's fair to say, literally no one predicted this. And now we got the Revolution and the Smash. Last time they met, it went to the ultimate Golden point. What do you expect for their encore with everything on the line? 50 grand at stake tomorrow.
Well, I mean, both teams are playing their very best, so they've got full lineups. We've got Jorg, who will be watching from Germany. We've got, oh my God, it's just going to be great. I can't wait to see the lineups.
Well, the third place game will feature Carolina and the Bay Area Blasters. There are some folks, including Sean O'Neill, who thought that would be the final. But we'll see that in the third place game, and there's significant money and financial ramifications there. So tune in for that at noon Central Time, 1 o'clock Eastern, and then we'll be with you for the gold medal game. The
I can hear you.
MLTT.
I can hear you.
Well, apparently we got Jorg back. Jorg, what's going to be the key tomorrow against the Princeton Revolution?
Oh, same thing as all season. You know, preparing pretty well, resting tonight, forgetting about the win tonight because tomorrow is a new match, new challenge. Getting ready tactically and then try to perform.
How many hours are you going to try and sleep between now and then, Jorg? Or will you be up watching film all night?
I don't know. I just had a coffee recently. It's 5 a.m. So I think will be a classic all-nighter. And yeah, we have one more to go tomorrow. Great to get another chance.
Well, we're looking forward to it. Make sure you charge all your devices so you're ready to go for tomorrow, and we'll talk to you. So I guess you get a little bit of relief in that you get an earlier start time tomorrow. That's a good thing, or later today.
Yeah, actually, it doesn't matter. Any time is fine to see my team. So, yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Congratulations, incredible, and looking forward to tomorrow. Thanks, Jorg.
See you.
All righty. What a night. The Princeton Revolution knock off the Bay Area Blasters by 10, and then the Texas Smash dethrone the team that has been in the pole position all year long. And Enzo Anglais certainly did all he could to make it close late, got him within one by sweeping Kasahara in the fourth singles spot. But as we've seen all season long, Sean, the team that has the lead going in the Golden Game usually wins for the reason. They've outplayed their opponents throughout the course of the night, and Texas outplayed Carolina from start to finish.
And we had the same matchup, so you knew what to expect, but of course Texas just smashed them tonight.
They sure did. Incredible evening of semifinals. We had a proposal here at MLTT Championship weekend as well. Can only imagine what's in store tomorrow. 1 Eastern, noon Central for the third place game. 4 p.m. Eastern, 3 o'clock Central for the first ever Major League Table Tennis Championship. It's the Texas Smash and the Princeton Revolution surviving on semifinals Saturday. We'll see Princeton and Texas for the title here tomorrow. For Sean O'Neill, I'm Evan Lepler on behalf of our whole crew saying good night from Chicago.